Hello everybody, this is Chromus018 and I bet you guys are eager to see this because it's been a long time since the stinking Japanese version came out and I'm sure that many of you aren't or wanting to see the English version, so you guys are going to get to see it. I sadly only was able to get one done today because I got called in early to work and I'm going to have to be there in about less than an hour. So yeah. Anyway, this is going to be my thoughts on Season 2, Episode 1 of the 7 Deadly Sins. It's been a long time waiting, everybody, but we're finally going to get to do it. It starts off with apparently Elizabeth going to the Boar Hat to see Meliodas because everybody's having a good time. The knights are training and everything's all happy-go-lucky, and it turns pitch black as she starts getting there. And we see Meliodas fighting against a bunch of shadowy figures and somehow being in his much more powerful form, I guess I could say. For those of you who don't want spoilers, Meliodas is a demon. Not gonna say anything else other than that. In his demon form, you know, where it goes with the red eyes and the weird mark on his face? Yeah, that. And the shadows along his body, that's his demon form, as far as we know. But yeah, we see him fighting against a bunch of shadowy figures, and one actually keeping hold of Elizabeth because she tries to go and stop him, or stop it. And I think we see 9 or 10 shadows right before it flashes back to showing us what happened at the end of Season 1 with the fight between everybody and Hendrickson. And she wakes up. It was actually a dream, because there would be no reason as to why it would open up like that unless it was a dream, because we have no segue into how all that started or anything, so it would give us no context. And we find out that the king is going to give the 7 Deadly Sins medals for how, obviously saving the kingdom. And before this happens, though, Bon and King leave. Bon was planning on quitting, and he was apparently going to find the Fairy King's forest, which, according to King, it was destroyed. But as we saw in the side story for Bon in all the little different episodes, it showed him planting that little seed that Elaine gave him, and it growing a new tree in some place. I don't know where he planted it, but he planted it somewhere. And I'm guessing that's where he's going, but King doesn't know. So King followed him, obviously, to find out what was going on. And thus they weren't at the ceremony when a bunch of naysayers started grumbling behind them, and Meliodas called them out on it. And 3 of them popped out. They were apparently under a different Grand Master, and they had been sent to a remote location by Hendrickson and Dreyfus, I guess obviously to make sure that they wouldn't be able to, stop them. And thus they weren't able to see what Meliodas and the others did to stop Hendrickson. And obviously, if you guys are seeing this on BitChute, for those of you who have not seen the finale yet, I will try and get it up there. I don't think I've gotten it up there yet. Actually, I have to go back and look. I think I've only gotten maybe up to episode 20 on BitChute. But I will try and get the others up because I think I had 3 episodes in one video as the finale. So I might only have a couple more episodes before I can get the finale up. And I apologize if the finale is laggy. It was just the way I recorded it at the time. If it's too laggy for you guys to watch it, then if you guys complain about it, then I'll have to re-record it. Anyway, yeah, they claim that since they didn't get to see the way that they were able to stop Hendrickson, that they have no right to the medals, and that they had essentially not saved the kingdom. They wanted to essentially see proof. And Meliodas ended up being the one to fight them. And we find out that Merlin gave Hawk a little trinket. Dang it, I can't remember what it was. I just watched the freaking episode and I can't even remember what it was called. Anyway, it's a little thing. It's a little tag thing that goes on his ear, and he's able to see the power levels of the people he looks at. Like their power, their strength, their wisdom, magic, stuff like that. And Merlin obviously boosted Hawk's ego a little bit and told him he had a power level of 3000, which obviously he does not. But he did that just to boost his ego, I think. Or she did that just to boost his ego. Anyway, Meliodas fights the muscly guy. I can't even remember what the guy. I just looked at it, and I can't even remember what the guy's name is. I apologize. If you guys can tell me what it is, that'd be great. My memory is bad. I cannot remember names very well. But he fights him, and the guy claims that, oh, you don't need heart to be a holy knight. All you need is pure power, which is wrong. It's good to have power, but when you don't have the heart to back it up, then it's limited, essentially. And Meliodas, not surprisingly, kicks his butt with hardly any effort. And that was essentially just enough for the other two to say, oh, okay, we believe you now. That was all we needed. And apparently, the guy was probably taking his anger out on Meliodas as well, because one of his friends was killed during the battle against Hendrickson. I guess one of the people that got hit by those little dust clouds that killed people, I guess he got hit by one of those and he died because of it. I don't know who it was, but he's not gotten over hearing the news on that. Anyway, those three leave, the others get their medals, and Hawk starts freaking out that all the 7 deadly sins are apparently more powerful than him at his power level of 3,000. And Gother apparently can see it too, because Hawk's power level is very minuscule. I think at like 30 points, which I was not surprised by at all. I figured she was just giving his ego a boost. And apparently, as the others were leaving the ceremony and going back to the war hat, Gil Thunder and the others approach them and tell them that apparently they were told a different side of the story than what was actually happened, because we know that Dreyfus tried to fight Hendrickson to protect Elizabeth at the time that we saw in the episode, and he died because of it. Apparently they were told a different story, that he had run away and left an ally, and apparently killed a few members of the Roar of Dawn, or whatever the group's name was. I can't remember. But that's what they were told, and Merlin tells them that if you want the truth, you have to essentially retrace the steps of the story and find out the truth. And they planned on doing so. And we see a flashback to Signs of a Holy War episodes where it showed Hendrickson in his demon form releasing the demons from their seal. And when he does that, he's returned to his human form, and we see Dreyfus alive, demon eyes, demon pattern on his face. Starting to think that guy's a demon. I mean, why else would he have that stuff if he's not a demon? That makes no sense. Or has a demon inside him from the way he was talking, because apparently he said something like, this body told me to let you live, or something like that, to Hendrickson. So that's why the only reason he let him live. And then we turn around, Hendrickson turns around, and we see the 10 Commandments standing there. Or like I said, the 9 Commandments. There's supposed to be 10. And we see all of them. Oh boy. And Meliodas there's a big earthquake when this happens, and Meliodas is kind of freaking out, and he knows what's going on. He knows they're back. As for what's going to happen, we've yet to see, because that's where the episode ended. Anyway, that's about all I have to really say. I enjoyed the episode a whole lot, and I know my fiance is going to really binge watch this show before I can even spend time with him, and he's gonna want to tell me stuff, and I'll tell him, no, don't spoil it for me, because obviously when tomorrow comes, I'm going to be binge watching the show, or binge recording the show, so you guys will get to see all that. Anyway, that's about all I have to say. If you guys want to make your own comments on what happened, feel free to do so. I love hearing what you guys have to say, and if any of you guys want to troll me or something, and be a hater or a troll or whatever, feel free to do so. I don't care. You ain't gonna get to me. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you actually found my channel through this video, good on ya, because I got tons of videos. I got the original 7 Deadly Sin reactions on here, though they're obviously redirected, of course, but still. I've got Dragon Ball, Naruto, Fairy Tail, Blue Exorcist, and a ton of other stuff on here if you're interested. And if you are interested, feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. And if not, that's fine. You don't have to, because I obviously can't force you. Anyway, I will see everybody next time.